we've dealt with a number of real estate agents, but Martin by a long way stood out from the crowd.
Yes, we were very satisfied with him. We bought our first home through Martin, and we were very impressed with his professionalism. So when we came to sell our home, we chose Martin as our real estate agent.
I think the key thing with a real estate agent is the ability to listen to what their customer wants, and by a long way, Martin is exceptional at that over any other real estate agent that we've worked with.
Yeah, he's been very good. Yeah, very responsive, very reassuring, and when I've been anxious, he's always come around, and in fact he took me out in the car a few nights ago just to show me what was happening in the area, what had happened. So he's been great, always responsive, and he knows what he's doing. He really knows what he's doing.
When he deals one-on-one with somebody, he makes you feel that you're his only client, and I think that's what Karen and I felt right through the process, is that he was really genuine about what we wanted to achieve.
And in the end, it was, and he convinced me, even though we'd had pre-auction offers, to go with the auction. And as quite a conservative person and quite cautious a lot of the time, I was really anxious about it, but I trusted him, and he knows what he's doing. So in the end, it was a great decision, and I'm really, really happy.
When we sold the home, we went to auction on Martin's advice, and I think that proved to be good advice.
With the open homes, they worked really well for us because we just had I think it was a 30-minute, or might have been a 45-minute slot, and Martin worked it around our needs because we had a small child who was sleeping, so he worked it around the needs of the family, which was very helpful.
Martin's advice to go to auction for my property probably netted me somewhere between an extra sort of $50,000 to $90,000, I think.
Yeah, I think one of the key things with Martin is he's an exceptional marketer. From our perspective, he didn't leave a stone unturned, and I think it was up to 30 people at the auction.
We sold by auction, and yes, it was very well attended. Probably a handful of serious bidders, but very well attended. There were probably 60 people.
Professional, trustworthy, approachable.
Martin does listen. We found him to be a good communicator, and yes, he did listen very well.
Responsive, and in the end willing to go with your decision, and I'd never actually felt that he pushed me into making that final decision to go to auction. It was totally my choice, his advice, my choice, and I didn't actually feel that I was being pressured into that after being given all the advice and where his gut feeling was. It was my choice, so it was a really good balance for me. I couldn't bear anyone who was really, really pushy, or as sometimes salespeople can be.
I think the fact he has a good group of people with him would set him apart from others.
The other things he offers as part of his service, one of them is his rental truck, and that was a godsend.
I would recommend him, and I have recommended him, so definitely no hesitation there.
I'd have no hesitation in recommending Martin. I think he's been great. And if I were looking for another property around here, I'd be asking him to find me one.
Yeah, in a nutshell, he goes way beyond the call of duty. He's not, I wouldn't just describe him as your run-of-the-mill real estate agent.
Yes, I'd have no hesitation in using Martin Honey again to either buy or sell a property, most certainly.